All right, gang, I think we're live. I think we are. Welcome in, everybody. Orioles, Yankees, baseball tonight. It's going to be an interesting game. I'm trying to get everything shut on and ready to go. Nice having everybody here tonight. It's going to be a good game. Well, I hope it's going to be a good game anyway. We'll see, I guess. It's your first time in. We're glad you're here. Thanks for joining us. Orioles, Yankees. First pitch is 7:05. So we're about to get rocking and rolling here in just a minute. Trying to get my computer up and running. Looks like we're good to go. Nice to have everybody in here. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We'll see how the night goes. Hopefully we'll get some people in talking and commenting and having a good time. We're glad you're all here, and already 6 likes with 2 people watching. Anyway, Orioles coming off a doubleheader split against Houston. They did win the series 2 out of 3. And they're coming into New York for a 4-game set starting tonight. And this is the first time this year, if you can believe it, that the Orioles have faced the Yankees. Haven't seen them yet. So it should be an interesting series. I think it's a tough one for the Orioles. They lost yet another starter. Their supposed ace and Trevor Rogers has gone on the injured list for a 15-day IL, and he's going to be out for a while with an illness. I don't think anything is hurt. I just think he has an illness. So he's now on the injured list, and because of that, they called up Cade Povich was called up for the Orioles, left-hander, who's going to be starting tonight for the O's. Anyway, welcome in, everybody. I still have my cough. It's not quite as bad. I just took some medicine. I'm going to fight through it tonight, and hopefully we'll have a good game here, and it'll go well. I said it was better, and it doesn't sound like I'm any better, but I am. All right, let's go over the lineups for the O's, who are the visiting team, because we're in the Bronx, New York tonight. For the Orioles, we have batting first and leading off at shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Taylor Ward batting second in left field. Adley Rutschman batting third and DHing. Batting fourth in first base, Pete Alonso. Batting fifth and catching is Sam Basayo. Sixth in right field is Dylan Beavers. Seventh in center field is Leody Tavares. Batting eighth and third base is Kobe Mayo. And batting ninth at second base is Blaze Alexander. So a couple things I've noticed from that lineup. No Jeremiah Jackson in the lineup tonight. And also no Colton Cowser yet again. Bells Loves Disney. Welcome in. They very well may win this game. Absolutely. Yeah, they have the best record in the American League. They're at home. That's no surprise, by the way. And, hey, you're a Yankees fan. Welcome in. That's good, perfectly fine. Dylan Mullins, welcome in. Another Yankees fan. Good to have everybody here. Thank you all for joining us. As Yankee fans, you're more than welcome to be here. No problem whatsoever. Totally want everybody in here. All I ask is be respectful, be polite, be professional, cheer your team on. Let's not be mean to each other. Let's just have a good time. I'm gonna get to the Yankees lineup in just a second. You guys were coming in. I like to comment to the comments and let you know that I'm here. Hey, Jeannie, welcome in. Like I said, I do have a little bit of a cough that I've been fighting for about a week now. It's getting better. Obviously, doing a lot of talking is going to aggravate it, so please bear with me. For the Yankees, the home team, tonight's lineup, Paul Goldschmidt batting first at first base. Ben Rice DHing, batting second. Aaron Judge third in right field. Cody Bellinger in left field, batting fourth. Rosario batting fifth at third base. Jazz Chisholm Jr. batting sixth at second. Caballero is batting seventh at short. Austin Wells catching, batting eighth. And Trent Grisham batting ninth in center field. I got to be honest with you. When I look at the lineup of the Yankees, you got Paul Goldschmidt batting 179. You've got Chisholm batting 202. Austin Wells 200. Trent Grisham 151. I think a lot of what happens for the Yankees is very good pitching staff. obviously Aaron Judge is Aaron Judge, but even Aaron Judge is batting .252 right now, which is probably about 80 to 90 points lower than where he probably will be by the end of the year. But even he's not off to the most phenomenal start. But the Yankees are where they are, and I think because of it is because of their pitching. And Will Warren is pitching for the Yankees tonight. So we'll see how the lineups turn over tonight, and we'll see what happens. But good to have everybody here. We got 9 people watching with 6 likes. You look around the American League, just looking at the standings alone. There's, let's see, the Yankees, again, have the best record in the American League at 20-11. Tampa Bay has got the second best record at 18-12. And pretty much everybody else in the American League is 3 games or nobody other than, I think, Oakland. I still call them Oakland. The Athletics, Las Vegas, is over 3 games or more above 500. Everybody is right around 500 or below 500. It's really, the American League right now is very weak. Sony 4K, welcome in. I mean, other than the Yankees and Tampa Bay, everybody else is right 3 games over 500 or worse. There's not a lot of what I would call major baseball being played right now in the American League, which can be seen as a positive if you're a team that is right around 500 or just under 500 like the Orioles. It's incentive to say, hey, we are still in this. Even as we go into May and we're under 500, nobody else is over 500, or very few people, and we got a shot. Cade Povich is pitching for the Orioles. Cade Povich pitching for the Orioles. Just got called up to make tonight's start. If the Orioles, it's like anything else. Try to get out to an early lead. Hold that lead if you can. But to be honest with you, tonight's game is going to really depend on what Cade Povich does. Povich is going to have to pitch well. If he pitches well, the Orioles are going to be in this game, obviously, and have a very good chance to win. But if he doesn't pitch well, I don't think the Orioles are going to outslug the Yankees. Anyway, welcome in, everybody. Good to have you here. O's, Yankees, about to get started here in just a few minutes. We're probably about 4 minutes away. When they come back from commercial break, I'm sure we're going to get the game started. All right, I think we're about to get started. Don't forget to vote on the poll. I put 4 players out there saying, who do you think is going to be the player of the game? Is it going to be Gunnar? Is it going to be Aaron Judge? Maybe Pete Alonso? What about Ben Rice? Who do you guys think is going to be the player of the game? Be sure to vote. Hey, Slyster, welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. Oh, you know what? I don't have the likes up. Hold on 1 second, gang. I'm going to leave it there tonight. I'm going to go out on a limb, and we're going to try hard here to make our goal tonight of 60 likes. We are at 7. So we still got a long way to go. But let's see. It's funny. You look at Aaron Judge over his career. Now, Aaron Judge is in his 30s. He's like 34 years old, 33, 34 years old. He's getting up there in age. He doesn't even have 300 home runs in his career, which I'm really surprised by. He will. Heck, he could have 300 home runs by the end of tonight. He's at like 297 right now, which I think is really interesting. I really thought he had more than that. But he hasn't had a long, long career. He kind of got started late. Maybe that was since 2019. I don't know. I'd have to look at his numbers a little bit. They just put a number up there. They said since 2019 he had 297 home runs. Maybe he has more than that. I could be wrong. Anyway, welcome in, everyone. Again, like I said earlier, if you could, please hit that like button. Doesn't cost anything. Please subscribe to the channel. We are like 16 subscribers away from 1,300 subs, and maybe we'll get lucky and make it tonight. It's going to be a good game. At least I'm hoping for a good game. That's the key here. We've been very lucky. The last couple games we called, the Orioles played well, and it was a good game. No matter what, win or lose, I just want to see a good game. You know, it's a 5-4 game, a 3-2 game, a 7-6 game, a 2-1 game, even in a lot of respects. I would like to see, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. Thank you, Sony. Appreciate you. Now, oddly enough, I was looking at Dan Steely. Welcome in. Well, there you go. See, that's what, they were putting up on the screen since 2019 he had 297, so that makes sense. Yeah, I didn't think he had that. I didn't think he had that few home runs. Hey, he's 34 years old. Yeah, I was looking at it, and I said to myself, there's no way he's only got 297 home runs. So thank you, Dan. I appreciate that. Yes, 380 home runs. You're exactly right. 380. 850 RBIs. That's kind of surprising. I thought he'd be higher than that. And what's his lifetime batting average? He is a lifetime hitter of 292. Really good hitter. I love seeing guys that hit right around 300, especially guys that can hit home runs. Slicer, that's a very good point. I agree with you. I think they're trying to find any kind of positive they can right now. Look, your job is to get on base and get hits. I said this the other day, and I'll continue to say it. I agree with you to an extent, but that being said, his job and every hitter's job is to hit the ball and to get on base. How you get on base, that'll come in time, I think. But I'd much rather he be doing this than not hitting at all. I mean, you're right. You can find the negative in anything, but try to find what positives we can find. He is walking. He's getting deep in counts. He's having good at-bats. He's got a good batting average right now, right around or right over 300. Okay, he's not hitting the long ball, but to be honest with you, where he hits in the lineup, he's not going to get a ton of RBI opportunities anyway. I'm happy with the production we've gotten out of Taylor Ward. I said at the beginning of the season, I didn't think he was going to hit 36 home runs. I said 25, and I still think he's got a shot at 25. I think last year was an anomaly with him. The year before that, I think he hit 24 or something like that. I think he's going to be right around there again. I don't expect, and to be honest with you, if he hits 24 home runs and he hits 290, I'll take it. Because last year when he hit 36, he hit like 220, 215 or something like that. I don't want that. Well, Dan, that's exactly right. I mean, ultimately, if you're not making it out, it's a win. So, Slicer, I get what you're saying, and I'm with you. But I just think that I'm not looking at what he did last year as the true testament of who Taylor Ward is. I thought last year was a one-off. I don't see him being a 30-something home run guy. But if he's 20 to 25 and he hits almost 300, if he hits anywhere from 280 to 290 or 280 to 300 in that range, keeps getting his walks, I'm fine with it. I really am. I really am. No, Dylan, no. Judge will not pass. No, he won't. Aaron Judge isn't going to hit. What's he got? 380 right now? So he's got 380. He's almost got to hit another 400 home runs in his career. Okay? He's got to hit almost another 400 home runs. Because what's Bonds got? 765, 775, something like that. So he would have to hit almost another 400 home runs. And he's hit 380 to this point over 11 seasons. I don't see Aaron Judge playing another 11 seasons. And it would take him almost that many seasons to get another 380 home runs. So no, I don't think Aaron Judge will. I do not. Will Aaron Judge join the 600 home run club? I think he will. Do I think he's going to join the 700 home run club? I think he has a shot. I don't even think he'll get the 700. Again, this is just it's my opinion. My opinion doesn't mean anything. Guys, I still see 7 likes. Hit the like as you're coming in. We've upped our game tonight. We're trying to really push the boundaries, trying to get to 60 likes. It doesn't cost you anything. Just give us a like as you come in. It definitely helps the stream. We hit 50-something likes on last week when we called the game, or earlier this week. I think it was Tuesday night. Love to get close to that number again tonight. So 18 in here. Hit the like button as you're coming in. Will Warren on the mound for the Yankees. He's got 5 pitches, 4-seamer, sinker, sweeper, changeup, curveball. 762. Okay, right. So he's at 380 right now, which means he would have to hit 383 more home runs in his career to beat Bonds. And again, it took him 11 seasons or, right around that time to get to where he is. He would really have to continue this pace, and I don't know that he can do that. All right, here we go. Gunner's in the box, and here's the first pitch to him. That's a strike. Oh, no, he called it a ball on the outside. It looked like it caught the upper outside corner, but called a ball. So 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch. There's a strike, 1-1. Look, everybody has the opinions on the whole PED thing, and I have mine, and I voice them. It's hard. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Outside ball, too. I agree with you guys. Barry Bonds, at the age of 38, 39 years old, is hitting 40, 50, 60 home runs. Nobody does that. And when you get to that age, you're at the end of your career. And there's a reason for that. 2-1 pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing and a foul. 2-2. Oh, Aaron Judge is a great player, Dan. He absolutely is. Two-two pitch, swing and a miss. They got him. Strike 3. Bad at bat. I talked about it earlier. I talked about it on Tuesday's game. I talked about it in the game before. Orioles need to limit the strikeouts. Put the bat on the ball. Good things happen when you put ball on bat. You're just talking about Taylor Ward. Here he is now. Let's see what he does. First pitch. Outside and high. Ball 1. 1-0 on a fastball. 304. 1 home run, 11 RBIs, 881 OPS. If there's a stadium that'll help Taylor Ward to get out of his home run drought, it's this one. 1-0 pitch. Outside. Ball 2. So a 2-0 count on Taylor Ward already. 2-0 pitch. There's a four-seam fastball or sinker for a strike. 2-1. .304 hitter on the season for Taylor Ward. 2-1 pitch. Here it comes. That ball is low. Oh, and it's called a strike, so it's 2-2. It looked low, but it was called a strike, so we're back even in the count. Oh, no, it looks like it got the zone. It would have been a strike. So 2-2 count. Excuse me. 2-2 pitch. There's a fly ball. Right field hit really well. Back at the wall. Caught at the wall by Aaron Judge. Woo! He had to jump for it, and he just makes the catch. Nice play by Judge. It was at the wall. It wouldn't have got out anyway. It was just short of the wall. But Judge makes the leap and catches it at the wall. Yeah, I don't think that ball gets out. It might have, but either way, it's caught. Nice play by Aaron Judge. So two down right here. You know what, Stanley? Here's Adley Rutschman. First pitch to him is a curveball or a sweeper for a strike. 0-1. I got to look at his. The sweeper on the movement at times reminds me of a curveball, but it's not a 12-6. It's more of a like 2-10 kind of sweeper. So that's what that is. Here's another sweeper. That's a ball low. 1-1. You know, I don't know what it is, Stanley. I don't know if we can blame the medical staff or what. I personally, you know, these players, I've said it ad nauseum. I think these players are like fine china. 1-1 pitch, swinging a foul back. 1-2. I think these players are like fine china today. They look wonderful, but boy, are they fragile. Just the smallest little, you know, bump, and they're chinking their armor, and they crack. One, two pitches in the dirt and low. Yeah, it really is. That's a lot of home runs, Dan. It really is. I mean, he's 34 years old, too. He's not young. 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. That's called strike 3 right there at the bottom of the zone. And that's the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're going to head to the bottom of the first. Good pitch by Will Warren right there. No score. Yankees coming up. No other team has lost more starting pitchers over the last 3 years, though. Not even close. I'd have to look into that number. I don't know. I've seen a lot of starting pitchers go out. Dan, you might be right. I don't know. If Aaron Judge, he's 34 right now. So let's include this season. If he plays 5 more years to the age of 39, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. So let's say 6 more seasons, 5 more seasons, including this one. 5 more seasons at 318 home runs divided by 5. There's no way. There's no way he's going to do it. He has to average 63 home runs a season if he plays 5 more seasons. At 318 home runs, 318 home runs over 6 seasons is 53 home runs. So he would add that even if he plays 6 more seasons, including this season, he'd have to hit 53, average 53 home runs. And that's only to get him 318 more. That doesn't even get him to 700. And we think he's going to get to 762? No way. I just don't. It's not going to happen. But he's not going to put Dan. But he's not going to play another 10 seasons. He's 34 years old. He's not playing the 44. All right, here's Cade Povich. First pitch. Here it comes. There's a strike. 0-1. He's just not. Look, Yankee fans, you may love your players, and that's fine. But be realistic as to what they are, too. He's a great player. He's not hitting. He's not playing 10 more seasons. 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. There's a ground ball up the middle. Right to the second baseman. Blaze has got it. Throw the first one down. I mean, it's so hard to do what they did. That's why it just boggles my mind that anybody looks at Barry Bonds that late in his career and thinks that was natural. Here's Ben Rice, first pitch to him. There's a swing or a check swing, fouled into the mitt. It would have been a strike anyway, 0-1. Rice is off to a really good start. 327, 10 home runs, 23 RBIs. He's got an 1157 OPS. He's off to a really good start. Of course, it also helps when the guy behind you is Aaron Judge, so you're going to see a lot of pitches to hit. It's a strike no matter what. If he didn't foul tip it, he swung. If he didn't swing, it was down the middle anyway. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Just off the plate, 1-1. $15 people in here. We only got 8 likes, folks. Please hit that like button as you're coming in. It definitely helps the stream, and it does not cost you anything. 0-1 or 1-1 pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss, strike 2. Look, you can say what you want. I'm not a PED guy. I agree with you. I don't think Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame. I don't think Roger Clemens should be in the Hall of Fame. I don't think Mark McGwire should be in the Hall of Fame. That's a whole nother argument. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Curveball swung. Shallow left field. That ball is it caught? Yes, it is caught. Caught by Taylor Ward. He's sliding catch, and he makes it for the second out. 2 down. Dan, here's what I'll say about that. Yes, you got to hit the pitches. But there's a lot of different things you have to remember about PEDs. First and foremost, these guys are already incredible athletes. They could hit before they took the PEDs. So the talent of hitting the ball, they already had. Secondly, and here's Aaron Judge. First pitch. Swing and a fly ball, foul off to the right. Second thing. Taking the PEDs takes a guy like a Brady Anderson, okay? And I don't even know if it was Brady. But you take guys that were maybe warning track power guys. All right, 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. Outside, ball 1. The PEDs will take a guy who was maybe hitting a ball to the warning track. It now puts that ball 3 seats deep, at least. That's the second thing. Third thing, 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. There's strike. 1-2 on Aaron Judge. Third thing, recovery. Okay? These guys, when they're taking those performance-enhancing drugs, they're hitting in August and September, as if it's still spring training. 1-2 pitch. Curveball in the dirt. They're recovering so much faster. So while these pitchers who have gone through a whole season and are tired and wearing themselves down, and the hitters who are not using it are worn out and not recovering the same, these guys are recovering as if it's still spring training. And that's a big advantage. Oh, okay, yes, it does, Dan, yes, it does help a lot. Yes, having Judge behind you for Ben Rice. Absolutely, I apologize. But anyway, it is what it is on PEDs. Whether you're for or against those players, it's everybody's opinion, and you're entitled to it. Full count on Aaron Judge now. Here it comes. Swinging a foul straight back. Oh, he was on that pitch. He just misses it. On deck is Cody Bellinger. So full count on Aaron Judge. Let's see what happens. Hey, Dan, welcome in. 3-2 pitch on the way. Here it comes. Nope. Outside. Ball 4. They checked down the first, but he didn't swing. So a 2-out walk to Aaron Judge. That's going to bring Cody Bellinger to the plate. Pardon me. What's up, Dan? Welcome in. Bellinger, 241 hitter on the season. Lefty on lefty. First pitch to him is a strike right there on a slider, 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. Here it comes. Whoa, that was a curveball that got away from him. Almost hits Bellinger. But 1-1. 1-1. Don't forget to vote, gang. 1-1 pitch on the way. Here it comes. There's a line drive. Base hit down the right field line. It's in the corner. It might score. It's going to score Judge. Ball gets away from the right fielder. Throw to the plate. Not in time. And the Yankees take the lead. And Cody Bellinger goes all the way to third base. And that right there, folks, is the epitome of a 2-out walk and how it can hurt you. You walk a guy with 2 outs, he gets on first base, and then you leave a pitch hanging to Cody Bellinger, and he serves it down the right field line. And just like that, the Yankees have a 1-0 lead. Nice, Stanley. I hope you have a good time. No, I won't be going. We're not in town that week. All right, here's Rosario. First pitch to him is a strike, 0-1. Well, I think you should go. I hope you go and enjoy the game. Oh, 1 pitch. There's a strike 2 right there, 0-2. 2 really good pitches from Povich. Yes, Dan. Bad play in right field by Beavers. 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strike 3. That's the inning. But the Yankees are on the board after an inning. Top of the second coming up. 1-0 Yankees. Slyster, I don't know that there's a fix for that. I agree with you. You know, if Beavers comes up with that ball cleanly, Aaron Judge doesn't score. I agree. His bobbling that ball and dropping that ball on the carom probably costs the Orioles a run there. If he comes up with that ball cleanly, I don't know that Aaron Judge is going to score because it looked like they were initially going to stop him. That can hurt you. I agree. You know, you got to have good defense. My question is, you know, at this point, there's nothing the Orioles can do. They have no one that they can bring in that's going to play there that's going to be any better, offensively or defensively. You can put Colton Cowser over there, and he may be a little bit better defensively. He's not going to be any better offensively. He's terrible. So, you know, it's like pick your poison. Which way do you go with it? Yay, I made it. Look, I thought the Orioles were going to win about 88 games this year. 88, 89 games. I don't think my number is going to be right. They worry me. I don't know that they're good enough or consistent enough in any one category to be able to contend. The only reason why I feel like they're even still where they are right now is because, like I said earlier, everybody else in the American League is playing subpar baseball except for really 2 teams. The Yankees and the Rays are playing well. They're playing 600 or better baseball. Everybody else in the American League is playing right around 500. So it's kind of smoke and mirrors with the Orioles right now. No, Dan, I don't know that they're going to be particularly good either. You know, a lot of different factors, and the health factor is a big part of that. Here's Pete Alonso, first pitch to him. Outside on a sweeper, ball 1. Well, Slicer, they talk like they've been preaching fundamentals and practicing it, so I don't know. Sweeper, 1-0-1 pitch. 1-0 pitch. There's a strike, 1-1. So if they're doing, what the manager and the coaches and everybody are saying, if they're actually going out and practicing fundamentals, and it doesn't translate in the game, then that's on the players. 1-1 pitch. There's a fly ball. Right field hit pretty well. That ball's at the wall. It's gone. Way up there for Pete Alonso. He is starting to heat up, and the Orioles have tied the game just like that, 1-1. What a huge swing for Alonso. He got a ball up, and he hit it out of the ballpark at 107 miles an hour, and the Orioles have come right back to tie this game up. And here's Sam Basayo. Sweeper to him is a strike, 0-1. That ball was up, and Alonso didn't try to do too much with it. He just went with the pitch and serves it into the second deck in right field for a tie game, 1-1. Go Alonso. All right, here's Basayo. That ball is low. Oh, we called a strike, 0-2. Well, here's the thing, though. Slicer, I'll give you an example. Pete Alonso has been taking extra infield practice. Colby Mayo has been taking extra infield practice. Ball outside, 1-2. And I feel, in my opinion, you can see it. I think Mayo's gotten a lot better at third base. He's not great. He's not Brooks Robinson. But I think he's done really well over there. And I think Pete Alonso's first base has done really well. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on Sam Basayo. So 1 down in the inning. I think there's certain aspects of it that you see where, too, in my opinion, you see the work is being put in. All right, here's Dylan Beavers. First pitch to him is a four-seam fastball for a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. 20 people in here, only 10 likes. Hit the like button, gang. You see our like go in the middle of the screen. We're trying to get to 60. We're 1/6 of the way there. 0-1 pitch on the way. Here's a curveball outside. Ball 1. 1-1. 1-1. 228 for Dylan Beavers. 2 home runs, 9 RBIs. Again, this kid technically, this is his first full season. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 on a curveball. Thank you for the like. I think so too, Slicer. I think he does care. Look, say what you want about Gunnar. Say what you want about Adley. Especially Gunnar. Gunnar cares. He wants to do well. He wears it on his sleeve. He really does. I think he just is overzealous a lot. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. But did he foul it? No, he did not. And that's strike 3. So 2 strikeouts in a row to Basayo and Beavers. And the Orioles got 2 quick outs. But caring is one thing, talent is another. But again, Slicer, he is undisciplined. You know, I think Samuel Basayo is 21 years old. He's a kid. I think we got to take that into account. Here's Leody Taveras. That ball's up the middle. It's off the leg of the pitcher. Throw to first just in time. They get him. And that's the inning. Wow, that ball was hit right up the middle. It went off the pitcher's leg. He came off the mound, grabbed it, and threw to first for the out. Bottom of the second coming up. We're tied 1-1. Look, here's what I'll say about some of these players. Everybody has to remember that for the most part, this Orioles team is a very young team. Even Gunnar is still like 24, right? Adley Rutschman is easily the senior guy of all the players that are on this team that are from the minor league system. I'm not talking about Taylor Ward or Leody Taveras or Pete Alonso. I'm talking about the guys from the minor league system. Adley Rutschman is the senior guy at, 26? All these guys are still very young with less than 5 seasons under their belt. Look, I mean, even if you look at right now, look at what Bobby Witt Jr. is doing. What's Bobby Witt doing right over in Kansas City right now? Are we hearing a ton of stuff about Bobby Witt this season? You know, where's all the talk about him? Is anybody getting on his case? Right? Now, he's up to 289. He's only got 2 home runs. He's only scored 10 runs. He's got 15 RBIs. He's having an okay season. But he's not doing what he was doing last year. I think we're expecting, I think the 2023 season really made unfair expectations on a lot of us fans. Was it 23 or 24? Yeah, it was 23. I think it was the 23 season when they won 100 games. I think we've really thought, oh my God, we've got all kinds of superstars on this team. Here we go. And they just haven't progressed at the speed I think we want them to. And they talk about how these players regressed. I just think they came out of the chute too quick. And the league has adjusted, and it's just taking longer for them to adjust back. I'm not saying all these guys are going to be Hall of Famers. All right, here's the first pitch to Jazz Chisholm. There's a strike, 0-1. One of my least favorite players in baseball. I'm sorry, Yankee fans. I am not a fan of Jazz Chisholm at all. Oh, 1 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 0-2. I think that season really raised the expectation of us O's fans of what we expected from those players. And some of them have taken a step back. It is what it is. Or just been kind of plateaued. I don't think that... Here's the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt. Ball 1. 1-2. Gunnar Henderson, in his second full season, hit 37 home runs. In his second full season. That's a lot. And then last year he hit 17. Okay. That's a big drop from 37. But if he hits 25 to 30, I'm happy with that. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing and a miss. He's out. 1 down here in the bottom of the second inning. But again, Dan, I think you're being unfair to Kobe Mayo. Okay? I really do. I think you've got to look at Kobe Mayo's career. Okay? This is his first. Here's a guy that in his career, and I'm looking at the numbers right now, he's got a total of 400. Oh, there's a fly ball to the left field. That ball's hit well at the wall. It's gone. Is it fair? It is fair. A home run for Caballero, and the Yankees get the lead right back, 2-1. Wow, how about that? Cade Povich looked good striking out Chisholm, and then he hangs one to Caballero, and it's 2-1 Yankees. Wow, just like that, Yankees get the lead right back. That's the biggest problem with Cade Povich, is inconsistency. Almost inconsistent on a pitch-to-pitch basis. Anyway, Kobe Mayo, for his career, has a total. Now, total, I got to find the numbers here. He's only had 426 total plate appearances in his career. That's it. That's not even a full season. And we're you said he's a career hitter. Dude, he's got 426 total Major League Baseball plate appearances. Not at bats. If you want to talk about at bats, he's only got 381 at bats. I think it's too soon to really call it a career. All right, here's Austin Wells. Swing and a miss, 1-1. I get what you're saying. But again, I think small sample size. It's not even one full season of playing. And we're going to write him off. Spencer Torkelson took 4 years with Detroit, and then he came around. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. Well, if that's the case, Dan, if you're going to call that a bad stretch, then we might as well call, Gunnar Henderson last year. He didn't do anywhere near what he had. I get what you're saying. I just think it's too early in a career. 2-1 pitch, swing and a foul, 2-2. All right, 2-2 pitch to Austin Wells. Here it comes. Oh, it hit him. I think it hit him. It was a curveball. No, they didn't hit 194. I agree 100%. And that's going to be a runner on first now. That was a 2-strike, and they hit Austin Wells on the curveball. But again, Dan, what I'll say about Kobe Mayo is, if this was his third or fourth season and he's hitting 194, I'm with you. The guy doesn't even have a full major league season under his belt. I think that's an unfair assumption that his career is all of a sudden over and he's a terrible player because he's had like 300 and something at bats in the major leagues and he's not tearing the cover off the ball or he's having a bad start. I'm with you. He's not having a good start, but I think it's way too early to give up. It's not his third season. Look at his at bats. Dan, you're not looking at it fairly. Look at the total number of at bats he's had. He's not had one full season. You got to look at the at bats. He's had 3 seasons with the Orioles, but none of them were full seasons. Again, I'm with you if you give him the ample opportunity. He's never had it. He's got 380-something at-bats total in his career. Most guys, if you're playing a full season and you're playing almost every day, you're going to get 500 to 600 at-bats. He doesn't even have that in his career. I'm just saying. You know, if that's the case, if you're going to say that, then for Sam Basayo and Dylan Beavers, this is their second season. Even though it's not, because they weren't called up till August or September of last year. All I'm saying is, I just be fair about when you look at a player and the level of, when you're evaluating them, you've got to look at the entire picture. Yes, his numbers aren't good. I don't disagree with you. But I don't think he's been given enough of his fair shake to really say, yep, he's not going to be that guy. Or, nope, he's just not going to be a good ball player. Get rid of him. Now, if you were to talk about Colton Cowser, I might tend to agree with you more on him. So the Orioles they're challenging something. The Orioles are challenging something here. But I don't know what it is they're challenging. I mean, I thought it hit him, but I guess they're saying it didn't hit him. The Orioles are saying it hit the bat here. Yeah, I don't understand what the Orioles were challenged. It was called a hit by pitch. Again, Dan, you obviously, that's fair. I mean, that's certainly your opinion. But here's what I'll say, Dan. Look, I don't know. I don't know what his defensive numbers are. Again, he's 21 years old. Again, I think you can't when you make a statement like that, I think that's an unfair statement on a player that doesn't have 300 at-bats. 2-2 pitch to Austin Wells. So I guess they said it was off, and he's back at the plate. So now we got a full count on Austin Wells. Wow, he wasn't hit by a pitch. So here we go. Austin Wells is still at the plate. 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a foul back. You know, I again, I'm with you, but players develop. All right, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. They got him. Strike 3 on Austin Wells. But what I'm talking about is, okay, like for instance, New York, you're a Yankees fan, Dan. Fair enough. I'm assuming you're a Yankees fan, right? Austin Wells, you want him on your team? You think he's a good Yankee? The guy's terrible. He's batted in his career with the Yankees. He's been on the Yankees for 4 seasons now. 229, 219, 200 hitter. He's terrible, right? Get rid of him, right? I wouldn't want him on my team. Jazz Chisholm's batting 200. You want him? You know what about Trent Grisham? You want Trent Grisham? I mean, he's batting 190, 151 this season. One-zero pitch. There's a strike. 1-1 to Trent Grisham. You know, Grisham, I just saying, I think, again, I'm making unfair assumptions about those players based on sample sizes that aren't that big. Like, for instance, Austin Wells, 1-1 pitch, outside, ball 2-1. Austin Wells, in his career, he's a 222 hitter for his career. And he's got almost 1,000 at-bats. So he's got like 3 times as many at-bats almost as Kobe Mayo. 2-1 pitch, strike, 2-2. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, what you're not going to see is softball averages in baseball. Guys aren't going to hit 400 or 500. Oh, are you an Orioles fan, Dan? Okay. I thought you were a Yankees fan. 2-2 pitch. There's a ball in the gap. That's going to get down. Yep, that's off the wall. Beavers has got it. They're going to throw to second. They might have a play. Oh, and it gets by Gunner. But good backup by the third baseman. So a 1-out, 2-out double for Austin Wells. I mean, for Trent Grisham right there. This is the Yankees. That's funny. Oh, hey, we got a thumbs down too. That's amazing. That's okay. We'll take a thumbs down. No, I got you, Dan. I was just making a point. I think that I am not giving up on these players that soon. You know, Kobe Mayo, Dylan Beavers, Sam Basayo. I'm not giving up on them. And even Calzer, I'm not giving up just yet. All right, here's Goldschmidt. First pitch, curveball high, ball 1-0. I'm not even giving up on Colton Calzer. What I think needs to happen with Calzer is I think Calzer needs a reset. I really think they should send him down. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. Another curveball high, 2-0. I really do. I think they should just say to Colton Calzer, look, we need a reset. Let's send you down for a few weeks. Try to get your confidence back. Try to get your timing back. Try to, make pitch recognition. Try to get that back. And let's see what you can do. I really think they need to send them down. I do. 2-0, here it comes. Ball. Oh, throw back behind the guy at second, but no, they're not going to get him. He's back. What's up, Ryan? Welcome in. I don't like the inconsistency of Povich. That's my issue with him. Thanks for the likes, everybody. We're at 14. I just don't like the inconsistency of Cade Povich. 3-0 count to Goldschmidt. Ball 4. He walks him on 4 pitches. Terrible. And now, this is where they need to... Good. Adley's coming out to talk to him because they've got to come... And here comes the pitching coach, Drew French. This is maybe the biggest at-bat of the game right now because what's going to happen is you got a lefty-on-lefty coming up, Ben Rice against Povich. You gave up the lead. You've now given up a double. And now you've walked a guy on 4 pitches. And you've got Ben Rice, who's hitting 323 coming up, but it's a lefty-on-lefty. So you got a shot here of getting out of this. But this could really blow up in the Orioles' face right here. 2-1 could be 4-1, 6-1 if Povich isn't careful here. So he's got to really bear down against Ben Rice, get ahead in the count, and get him out. Because the last thing he wants to do is allow Ben Rice to reach and then have Aaron Judge coming up with either bases loaded or a lead that's even bigger than 2-1. So let's see what he can do here. At the belt, first pitch. Ball in the dirt, 1-0. So that's 5 in a row he's thrown. I'm sorry, Basayo's behind the plate. I forgot. It's not Rutschman. Rutschman's DHing. This game could get out of hand real quick here. A 1-0 count. Here it comes. There's a fly ball, right field. That's gone. Home run. 3-run home run for Ben Rice, lefty on lefty. And just like that, 5-1. Wow, that is nuts. I knew it, and I knew it. I knew it. That's why I said it. I'm like, this was the at-bat. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable how that works. You've got to make good pitches, and he didn't. He left the ball up in the zone, right down the middle, and gone. No, not at all, Slicer. You're right, but it's bad. But it's bad location. He put it right down the middle. It's just terrible. Here's Aaron Judge, 5-1 Yankees, just like that. There's a ball inside, 1-0. So he's thrown 6 balls in a row. The only ball he threw for a strike, Ben Rice hit it in the stands. 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. Fly ball. That's going to get down. Yep, down in the right field for a base hit. And there's another hit. Single for Aaron Judge. Crazy. So the last 2 days, the Orioles have had their young pitchers. Brandon Young pitch against Houston. He gave up 10 runs in like 4 innings. And now Cade Povich has given up 5 runs in less than 2 innings. That's unbelievable. Here's Cody Bellinger. First pitch to him is a ball, 1-0. What's up, Jeff? Jeff Condon, welcome in, buddy. Thanks for the like. Appreciate you. 15 likes, gang. Good job. 1-0 pitch. There's a strike on the inside corner, 1-1. It's bad execution on the pitches. You know, the talent is there. He's got good stuff, but he can't execute his pitches, and it's gonna hurt him in the major leagues. You can get away with that stuff in the minor leagues. 1-1 pitch, outside and low, ball 2, 2-1. And that's the thing about the Orioles pitchers. They're good pitchers. They're not great pitchers, but they're good. Bells loves Disney. No, nothing's happened for the Orioles. A lot's happened for the Yankees. 2-1. Here it comes. Outside, ball 3. Three-one pitch. Here it comes. There's a line drive. Base hit down the right field line. That's going to go for extra bases. Beavers got to it quick. Judge is going to go to third, and that's going to be a double for Cody Bellinger. So here we go. The Yankees are about to really blow this open. A double down the line for Cody Bellinger. And Cade Povich is just serving up batting practice right now. He can't get an out to save his soul. So Rosario's up. Povich has got to find a pitch here. Here's first pitch, swinging a foul back, 0-1. And they're all rearing up on him right now. They are really digging their heels in. And all the hitters are really comfortable right now. Rosario just swung through his heels like he was trying to hit it 700 feet. 0-1 pitch on the way. Swinging a foul at the plate. Oh, that got a piece of Basayo. 0-2. That got him in the inner thigh. Oh man, right on the inner thigh, upper inner thigh. All right, 0-2. Here it comes. Let's see if he can get out of this inning. Strike 3 on the inside corner. Probably his best pitch of the night right there, and that's the inning. But the Yanks, man, they put a beating on the Orioles this inning. Let's go. Top of the third. 5-1 Yankees. Yeah, 50 pitches already. Thanks for the likes, everybody. 20 people in here. So I talked to my father earlier today, and we were talking about the Yankee series. and he was saying how this is a big series for the Orioles. And look, you guys see behind me, I love my Orioles. I'm a big Orioles fan. I told my dad, I said, the Orioles are going to lose 3 out of 4. I said, at least in this series. Right now, the level of talent it's showing up for the Yankees. It's not showing up for the Orioles. It's just that simple. You know, these hitters, I do agree with Slicer earlier when he said, I think it was Slicer that said, it might have been Dan. I don't remember. But somebody said the Orioles are some undisciplined hitting. I agree. It is undisciplined. And it needs to get better quick. Or this is going to be a long season. That's one of the things you see with a lot of the Yankee hitters. especially at the top of the lineup. First 4 to 5 guys in the lineup. Very, very, very disciplined, patient hitters. And good hitters. Paul Goldschmidt was an MVP. Cody Bellinger, excellent player. Aaron Judge, Ben Rice, they're all playing really, really well. And the Orioles need to find a way to do that themselves. Wow, gang, 19 people in here. Thank you for being here. Hit the like button as you're coming in. We got 15 likes, trying to get to 60. Let's see if we can make it tonight. It is what it is. Yeah, Dan, it's true. It is. Fundamental stuff like that, it's just got to clean up. O's won't win more than 70 games. It's not getting better. Well, it hurts to say this. Slicer, I don't know. I don't think they're a 90-loss team. Look, even last year, here's Mayo. First pitch to him as a strike, 0-1. Even last year, with all the injuries, and as bad as they played last year, they didn't lose 90 games last year. I don't think they're going to lose 90 games. 0-1 pitch, outside, ball 1. I think the issue with Kobe Mayer that I've seen is you talk about undisciplined. He's also, his at-bat IQ is not very good. Understanding an at-bat, he doesn't seem to have that. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. The guy throws a lot of sweepers. He's another one that may be having pitch recognition because he'll swing in a sweeper like it's a fastball. One-two pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on a sweeper. Again, he's swinging at pitches. And I don't disagree, Dan, when you talk about Mayo's got to get better quick. He does. But he's swinging at pitches like he's swinging out of his heels. When you get to 1 and 2, slow down, choke up, do something different, try to keep the at-bat going. He's swinging like he's got to hit a home run on every at-bat. So already the Orioles have had 8 players come to the plate, and 5 of the 8 players have struck out in this game. 5 of the 8 players have struck out. We talked earlier about bat on ball. 5 of the 8 have not put the bat on ball. All right, here's Blaze Alexander. First pitch to him. Swing and a miss. Well, I'm sorry, second pitch. So quickly 0-2 on Blaze Alexander. No, Dan, you're fine. Dan, I don't disagree with you on how he's playing. It's been disappointing. He's playing bad. I just think it's too early to give up. 0-2 pitch, high, ball 1, 1-2. I'm not saying he's playing well at all. I think his defense at third base has gotten better. Offensively, he's been a liability for the Orioles. Absolutely. Way too many strikeouts, bad at bats. I agree with you. But I don't think his career's over yet. 1-2 pitch, swinging a foul back. We're going to do it again. Daniel Berry Sports, welcome in. It is his career, but his career is less than 400 at bats. Again, that's what I'm saying, Dan. When you talk, I think to use the word career I don't think that's fair. He hasn't even had a full season. A full season. 1-2 pitch, foul back. Dan, can I ask? No, I'm not going to ask. I'm going to leave it alone. One-two pitch, outside, ball 2. 2-2. 5-1 Yankees. They put up a 4 spot on the O's in the bottom of the second inning. 3-run homer was the big blow. 2-2 pitch, inside, ball 3. 3-2. Let's see if Blaze can do anything here. Would love to get him on base right here with Gunnar coming up. Three-two pitch. Here it comes. There's a line drive. Base hit into center field. It gets by the center fielder. No, he cuts it off, but Blaze is going to stop at first for a single. At first, I thought it was going to get by Trent Grisham, but he did get there, and that's a one-out single for Blaze Alexander. Well, Dan, he's going to get a full season, or at least he's going to get until if and when Jordan Westburg ever comes back, he's going to continue to play. They're going to give him the at-bats. Here's the Gunnar Henderson coming up. Ground ball to second base. They go to second for one. Back to first. Not in time. Bad at bat by Gunnar. Again, swinging at the first pitch. Ground ball right to the second baseman. He's got speed, so he beats it out. Dan, I'll give you another example. Go back and remember Gunnar Henderson's first full season in the major leagues. That first year, he hit like 198 until May. It might have even been into June or close to. It was like for April, all of April, Gunnar was hitting like 190. He was terrible. And then all of a sudden he took off. So again, I'm with you. If it continues, Kobe Mayer won't play. Outside, ball one. So now 2 down, man on first. No, Gunnar's been, he's batting .211. And Gunnar's been, he's had now 3 full major league seasons. One-0 pitch. Here it comes. There's a strike. 1-1. Yeah, Dan, it used to get you sent down. I agree. Yes, I agree 100%. 1-1. Here it comes. Sweeper. Oh, it's called a strike. 2-1. Yeah, Cal did have a terrible first month. I remember. I was around for that. It was called a strike, but it was definitely a ball. So 1-2 on Taylor Ward. I'm sending Gunnar if I'm the Orioles. Just let him go. Nope, he doesn't go. Outside, ball 2, 2-2. Here it comes. Outside and low, ball 3, 3-2. Well, this could be a really big at bat right here. If we can get Taylor Ward on, and you got Adley Rutschman coming up next, Orioles could have an opportunity here to get back in this game. Hey, what's up, Victor? Welcome in, buddy. Give us a like as you're coming in, pal. We got a long way to get to our likes tonight. 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. They got him. Strike 3. Bottom of the third coming up. No runs, 1 hit, man left. 5-1 Yankees. Bottom of the third. Terrible. Terrible baseball. Orioles have struck out like 6 times in this game. Not good baseball whatsoever. Woo! Heading to the bottom of the third already, gang. We'll do a Major League Baseball score update after the 5th inning, so stay with us as we go around Major League Baseball. Yeah, Dan, the Yankees, again, there's better players right now. Better execution. They're doing what they have to do to win games. Well, I think what's going to happen, Slyster, is that at some point we're going to be like, this is just not the team we thought they were. I think that's what we're ultimately just going to have to come to the understanding that this is not the team we thought was going to be that team that was going to take us to the next level. Maybe we just don't have those players that we thought we had. All right, bottom of the third. Let's see what the O's can do. Having some trouble with connection, so hang with me, gang. Here's Chisholm, first pitch inside and almost hit him. 1-0. Oh, that ball was way up and in on Jazz Chisholm. Victor, don't worry about it. It's still early. 1-0 pitch. Strike right there, 1-1. Braves are playing really good baseball, to be honest with you, Victor. What is going on with this? 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. Here's a curveball for a strike. 1-2. All right, I got to reset for a minute here, gang. Hang with me for a second. My screen is giving me trouble. I've got to do a reset, so I'm not watching the game for a second. I'm having some internet connection issues on my... Let me see if I can get this to come back up. It's giving me... All right, there we go. I think the Orioles also, more runs on the way for Yankees. Maybe. You guys are in a tough division with New York. Oh, yeah, Ryan, we definitely are. Well, Boston's not very good this year. 2-2 pitch, inside and high again. Ball 3, 3-2. Dan, maybe. You never know. Three-two pitch. Here it comes. There's a ground ball right back to the pitcher. He's got to hurry, though. Throw to first. Not going to be in time. Oh! They did call him out. The Yankees are going to look at it. Yes, Victor, I was happy with the test stream. It worked out well. Thank you. All right, so the Yankees are going to challenge it. The umpire at first called him out. It was close. I thought he was safe. I thought Chisholm beat it out. But we're going to see here. Oh, he's definitely safe. How do you miss that? They called him out. He's safe. He was safe by a step and a half. Runner safe. Yes. So that's an infield hit for Jazz Chisholm. He hit it all of 30 feet, but his speed got him on first base. So man on first, nobody out for the Yankees. And that's going to bring Caballero to the plate. He homered last time up. Unbelievable. First pitch, curveball, strike, 0-1. So I just read an article, a news update for the Orioles. They have placed closer Ryan Helsley on the 15-day injured list with elbow inflammation. I don't like the sound of that. 0-1 pitch, here it comes. Here's a line drive, right to Gunner. One hop to him, back to second for one, back to first, double play. So 2 quick outs for the Orioles. They got Caballero to hit a one-hopper to Gunner. He went to second for one, back to first for the double play. 2 quick outs. Here comes Austin Wells next. So it looks like Albert Suarez is back in the major leagues with the Orioles as well. Here's the pitch to Austin Wells. Whoa, another curveball. Almost hit him. 1-0. Povich is just really, he's battling himself now. He really is. He's just battling himself at this point. He's lost all command of his curveball. 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. Strike on the outside corner with a fastball. 1-1. If I'm the Yankees, I'm not even looking curveball at this point because he doesn't have any command of it. So, you can look for certain pitches right now because he's just not, he doesn't have command of his curveball at all. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. Fastball, slider low and outside, ball 2. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 2, 2-2. Yeah, Dan, it's unfortunate. The injuries just, I have never seen anything like it in all the time I've been watching baseball. I've never seen anything like it. Two, here it comes. Strike 3. No, curveball just off the outside corner. So that runs the count full. 3-2. To Austin Wells. 3-2 pitch on the way. Povich at the belt. Here it comes. There's a ground ball up the middle, right to Gunner, waiting for it. Throw to first in time, and that's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, and nobody left. Top of the 4th coming up. 5-1 Yanks. Yeah, Dan, they would be. Victor, I have no clue what the issue is with the injuries. I just don't understand it. I mean, I have my theories on why the pitchers are hurt. But again, it's just a theory. I just go by what I see. And, I've never seen anything like this where a team has so many injuries all the time. And they just can't stay healthy. I mean, I just don't get it. I mean, everybody on this team, every single starter on the Orioles has missed time. I just don't understand it. All right, we're back to the Bronx. Here we go. Top of the 4th inning. Orioles going to try to get something going. It's going to be Rutschman, Pete Alonso, Samuel Basallo coming up. 3, 4, 5 hitters. If you're the O's here, you just want to try to get 1 or 2 runs, chip into the lead a little bit, try to keep the game close. I got to tell you, with Ryan Helsley going on the 15-day injured list for elbow inflammation, I think it's going to be a lot longer than 15 days. I think Tyler Wells is going to close for the Orioles. All right, here's Rutschman. He's 0 for 1. First pitch. There's a sweeper first strike. 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. There's a curveball missing for a ball. Low, 1-1. Yeah, but they're the big thing for the Orioles right now is you got to chip into the lead, Dan. Find something. A run here, 2 runs here, there. There's a line drive up the middle. Nice stop by the shortstop. Throw to first in time, and they get him. It was a dive by the shortstop up the middle. He gets up, throws a strike to first, and they just get Rutschman in time. If Rutschman had just a little bit more speed, he beats that out. So 1 down. Good play by the Yankees on that play. That was just a good play. Good piece of hitting by Rutschman. They made a better play. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 0-1 on Alonso. Pete's got a 1-for-1 game going. Hit a home run his first time up. That's it. That's the Orioles offense. 0-1 pitch. Fly ball. Right field. That's shallow. Judge is coming. He's coming. He's coming. And he does not get there. And it lands foul. So 0-2 count. Hey, thanks for the like. Excuse me. 0-2 count on Pete Alonso. 5-1 Yankees. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Top of the fourth inning. Pardon. Excuse me. Oh, 0-2 pitch, pop up. Behind home plate. Catcher's going to give it a look, but it's going to be out of play. So we're going to do it again. 0-2. I think if I'm the Orioles at this point, with all the injuries and knowing where they stand, you might as well let these guys play through it. 0-2 pitch in the dirt, ball 1, 1-2. I know the Orioles are not out of it by any means in the playoff hunt, and if you make the playoffs, anything can happen. But at this point, I think let's be realistic as to who we are and what we're going to be this year. I think you got to let these guys play. 1-2, here it comes. There's a swing and a foul back. We're going to do it again. Just at this point, let them play. Let them work through it, or if they don't work through it, then we know what we have. One-two pitch in the dirt, ball 2. Thanks, Victor. It's walk. It's Walt, not walk. I know what you meant. All right, 2-2 count. Here it is. There's a line drive. One hopper to the shortstop. Throw to first in time, and that's the second out. Here comes Sam Basayo. Oh, it's all right, Victor. No big deal. He struck out his first time up. First pitch to him. Curveball outside, ball 1. One-0 pitch. Just on the corner. Strike. 1-1 on a fastball. Nice pitch. 1-1 pitch coming up to Sam Basayo. That was a good fastball. Just on the outside corner. 1-1. Here it comes. There's a changeup for low for a ball. 2-1. Here's a pop-up. Basayo pops up third baseman. Third baseman's under it. He's got it. That's your inning. So, the fourth inning for the O's is done. We're heading to the bottom of the fourth. 5-1 Yankees. Excuse me. Yes, thank you, Sony. Appreciate you, buddy. Hey, we're up to 18 likes. Thanks, gang. Appreciate you. Appreciate all of you being here, too. Right now, we got the player of the game being, everybody got 43% of you. On the 21 votes are picking Gunnar Henderson to be a player of the game. The 10% to pick Ben Rice has probably got the lead. Is probably getting it right about now. Ben Rice hit that 3-run homer. It's really kind of the biggest difference in the game. That was definitely the right call with Ben Rice. $18 likes, 20 people in here right now. Thank you, everybody. Well, now we're down to 16. So as quick as we got them, we lost them. That's okay, though. All right, Yankees coming up. They got a 5-1 lead as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. I think Povich is probably done for the game. I hope not. They really need him to. We need some length. They really need him to pitch. But hey, another like. Thank you, guys. Let's see if Povich is still in the game or is Albert Suarez in the game. Povich is still out there. I'm fine with that, be honest with you, folks. I'd rather him be out there, try to get some length. Here's Grisham. First pitch to him. There's a strike on a slider. 0-1. Good start. If you're Povich, you're really just trying to put a couple zeros together back to back. 0-1 pitch. Here it is. Just at the bottom of the zone, but it's called a ball. 1-1. Grisham is 1 for 1 in the game. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. Oh, it's curveball high. 2-1. Excuse me. Two-one pitch. Here it comes. Pop up. Shallow left field. No, second baseman's going to call it. Looks like he's got it. Yes, he gets there, and that's the first out. So one down here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Back to the top of the lineup for the Yankees. That's going to bring Paul Goldschmidt back up to the plate. How old's Goldie now in the chat? Chat, how old's Paul Goldschmidt? He's got to be like 38, right? First pitch to him. Here it comes. There's a strike. 0-1. Hey, we do have 20 likes. We're halfway to our goal. All right, Goldschmidt's got to be close to 38 or something. 0-1 pitch. There's a check swing, but he went. No! First base umpire, they appealed, and they say he did not go. So it's 1-1 instead of 0-2. Wow, that's nuts. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. Curveball low. 2-1. 38. Thank you, Jeannie. I knew he was up there. Two one. Here it comes. There's a fastball at the bottom of the zone. 2-2. For a strike. 2-2. Pardon me. So even at 2-2, let's see if Povich can get him here. Put him away. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball to the third baseman. Mayo's got it. Throw to first in time, and that's the second out. The two down here in the bottom of the fourth inning. 2 quick outs as well. Let's see if Povich can get out of this inning quickly. Here comes Ben Rice. Now, he saw what happened to him last time up. Hit the 3-run homer. Is he going to learn from that? Let's see. Here's first pitch. Swinging a ground ball. First baseman. Alonso's got it. He's going to throw to Povich, and that's the inning. Good job. Cade Povich, quick 1-2-3 inning. I love it. Let's head to the top of the fifth inning. 5-1 Yankees. But that's a really good inning for Cade Povich right there. And it was a quick inning, too. He didn't throw a lot of pitches. He was able to get through the inning quick. That's a good inning. That's going to allow him to come out for the fifth now, too. And give the Orioles possibly a little bit of length. So that's a big, in a game where it's 5-1 and it looked like he was going to be out of the game in the second inning, he's now probably going to at least get into the fifth. Take what you can get. And at this point, I don't see him coming out. That inning, if that was a prolonged inning, even if he gets 1, 2, 3, but he throws 15 to 20 pitches, he probably doesn't come out for the 5th inning. But that was like 10 pitches. He's coming out for the 5th. Pardon me with the cough, folks. Thanks, everyone, for being here. We got 20 likes. We are well on our way. We're halfway to our goal of 40. I appreciate all of you being here. Hope you're enjoying it. We got 22 votes. We'll allow the voting up till the 7th inning, and then we'll stop the poll with the 7th inning. Remember, this is game 1 of a 4-game set. There's 4 games in New York. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. All right, here's Dylan Beavers. First pitch to him. Here's a sweeper. It's called a strike. 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. There's a fly ball. Left field. It's going to be playable right to the left fielder. That's the first out. 1 down. 0-1 down. My gracious, the Orioles offensively just... They scored 10 runs in the first game of that doubleheader against Houston. And they came back in the second game of the doubleheader and they scored 3 runs. And here we are into the 5th inning with 1 run and 2 hits tonight. Here's Leody Taveras. First pitch to him. Outside. And it's a changeup for a ball. 1-0. Hey, another like. Thank you, gang. 1-0 pitch. That ball is low. Oh, it's called a strike, though. 1-1. That ball was low. It caught the plate, but it was low. But umpire called it a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not, said the third base umpire. So it's a 2-1 count on Leody Taveras. Taveras on the year, 284 hitter. He's played his way into a starting role for the Orioles. 2-1 pitch. Pop up. Left field. It's shallow, but the left fielder's going to get there, and he has it. 2 down. Orioles is such a lazy fly ball hitting team. They don't hit a lot of line drives. They're just not a line drive team. There are 2 quick outs here for Warren here in the top of the 5th inning. He's not throwing a lot of pitches. And here comes Mayo again. Kobe Mayo stepping to the plate. First pitch. Swing and a miss on the sweeper. 0-1. If I'm the Yankees, he's not recognizing the sweeper. You struck him out on the sweeper pitches in the first time up. You threw him 1 again. Keep throwing him sweepers. He's not picking up on it. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a foul. And that's going to be quickly 0-2 on Kobe Mayo. He's just in swing mode. He's swinging at everything. No, we talked about discipline earlier. Right now his discipline is out the door. Oh, 2 pitch. Here it comes. He's going to throw him a sweeper. Swing and a miss on a sweeper. Strike 3. Told you. I knew what he's going to throw him. And how does Mayo not know that? And that's the inning. Inning's over. No runs, no hits, no errors. Orioles looking terrible. How do you not know that? Bottom of the 5th inning coming up. I just don't understand. For me, I don't get it. Because I knew he was going to throw him a sweeper. He hasn't. Oh, my God. It's so frustrating. 5-1 Yankees. We're heading to the bottom of the 5th. As soon as the Yankees are done with the 5th inning, we're going to give you a score update around Major League Baseball. So hang with us, folks. We're going to go around Major League Baseball and give you some updates on some other scores In the meantime, we're going to hang right here for the bottom of the fifth coming up. Yeah, Slicer, I think a lot of that is IQ, especially when at bad IQ. I agree. I think there's something to be said there. Talent is one thing, but there is a level of IQ that comes with it, and he may not have that. And that's going to hurt him. And I want everybody to understand, I'm not saying that Kobe Mayo is the answer for the Orioles. But what I am saying is he's got to be given the chance. And it's a sink or swim. And if he sinks, then he sinks. And then at least then we know. What I don't want is us to give up on these players and then they move on to other teams and they do well. Anybody ever heard of Christian Walker? Do you remember he was in the minor leagues for the Orioles for a while and they never really gave him a shot? He's done pretty well in the major leagues since. And he's not the only one. There's been other players too that have left and have played decent ball in the major leagues because the Orioles gave up on him too soon. All right, Albert Suarez is in the game. I really thought they were going to allow Povich to come back out, but nope, he's done for the night. So here's Albert Suarez. He's going to face Aaron Judge. First pitch swing, and here it comes. High, ball one. So the book is closed on Cade Povich. 4 runs, 7 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned, 2 walks, 4 Ks. And he stands to be the loser right now. 1-0 pitch to Judge. Here it comes. There's a strike, 1-1. You think so, Slicer? I don't think they do give them. I think they should give them legitimate chances, but I don't think they do. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. Outside, ball 2, 2-1. Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess they do for the most part. 2-1 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Strike. 2-2. And you're right, Slicer. That pitch right there, that was a batting practice fastball, and Judge just missed it. I thought he was going to hit that 500 feet. So a 2-2 count on Aaron Judge. We're in the bottom of the fifth inning. It's a 5-1 Yankees lead. 2-2 pitch. High. Ball 3. 3-2. It's a good take by Judge right there. Well, no. 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. They got him on a cutter. Slicer, I disagree on Kjerstad. Again, I don't think they gave him anywhere near the opportunity. Now, part of that is his fault, with the injuries. But no, I don't think Heston Kjerstad was given an opportunity at all. He's the one. Kalzer, Povich, Mayo. I agree with you. Okay, they're given an opportunity. Kjerstad, not so much. Swing to Bellinger, strike 1, 0-1. And part of that is because, Kjerstad got hurt. Now, I think, for him, I think part of it is bad luck. He was really starting to get on a roll 2 years ago, and then he got beamed in the head by the Yankees. He was hitting like 340 that month, and so really starting to hit the ball and gaining confidence. And then he got beamed by the Yankees and went on the injured list and hasn't been the same since. 0-1 to Bellinger. Here it comes. Outside, ball 1. One pitch. That's high, ball 2. Yeah, Kjerstad has played, I'll tell you right now. Now, you want to talk about games or you want to talk about at-bats? Because if you get into a game and you get one at-bat, that's a game. Swing and a miss, strike 2 on a fastball. So, I always like to say, how many at-bats do they have? How many times have they come to the plate? In his career, take a guess, Slicer, without looking it up. How many at-bats do you think Kjerstad's had in his career? 2-2 pitch, here it comes. Strike 3 on the outside corner, and he's out. Fastball on the outside corner. Cody Bellinger is the second out. How many at-bats do you think Heston Kjerstad's had in his career? Career at-bats. And then I'll give you the amount of games, too. Yes, 106 games. So not even a full season, Slyster. Not even a full season. 1-0 pitch, fouled back, 1-1. He's got a total of 285 at-bats in his career. 285. Over 100 games. That's not even, like, that's what? Is that even 3 at-bats a game? That's not even 3 at-bats a game. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. Outside. Ball 2. I mean, guys take hundreds upon hundreds of at-bats before they get it. Two-one count on Rosario here for Albert Suarez. Here it comes. Outside. Ball 3. 3-1. To a 3-1 count on Rosario. Let's see what happens. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He got him. Oh, no. Did he foul it? Oh, they said he fouled it at the plate. So a 3-2 count. I thought he was out, but it's 3-2. Three-two pitch. Swinging a foul back again. Now, here's what I'll say. Everybody's talking about Heston Kjerstad, Kobe Mayo, players like that, right? 3-2. No! Time! Oh, it's called ball 4! A pitch time violation on Albert Suarez on a 3-2 count, and that's going to allow Rosario to get the walk. Oh, my gosh. So that's a pitch time violation, and it's ball 4. That's terrible. Anyway, Slicer, you're talking about these at-bats, right? Okay. So you talk about Kobe Mayo, we talk about Heston Kjerstad, and all those guys. Colton Cowser is a lifetime 215 hitter, and he has almost 1,000 at-bats in the major leagues. And here's Chisholm. First pitch to him is a strike on a changeup, 0-1. Colton Cowser, in 4 seasons in the major leagues, has 946 at-bats, and he's got a lifetime 215 batting average. Anybody that needs to be sent down, it's him. 0-1 pitch outside, ball 1, 1-1. He's got, Kobe Mayo's got 380 at-bats. He's almost got a third of what Colton Cowser has. Heston Kjerstad's got 200 and something at-bats. And yet, Colton Cowser's still in the major leagues. 1-1 pitch low, ball 2. Cowser's been given every opportunity to be better, and he's terrible right now. He has to be sent down. Chisholm, 2-1 pitch. Here it comes. There's a strike, 2-2. So a 2-2 count on Jazz Chisholm. Let's see if Suarez can get out of this. So the Orioles got to keep it at 5-1 if they have any opportunity to get back in this game. 2-2, here it comes. There's a fly ball. Left field, it's shallow. Taylor Ward's going to get there, and that's the inning. No, 200 at-bats. 200 at-bats. Oh, 200 hits. Yeah, 200 hits in 4 seasons, I think, for Colton Cowser. Top of the 6th coming up, 5-1. Now, this season, he hasn't played much, so it's really over 3 seasons. Anyway, let's go around Major League Baseball. Top of the 7th inning, the Rays got a 3-0 lead over the Giants. Brewers, after 6, at the end of 6, the Brewers have a 4-0 lead over the Nationals. And the Brewers are throwing a no-hitter in that game. Bottom of the 5th, Rangers 4-3 over the Tigers. Bottom of the 5th, Boston has a 3-1 lead over the Astros. Top of the 5th, Phillies 2-1 over the Marlins. Bottom of the 2nd, Pirates 1-0 over the Reds. Middle of the 2nd, Blue Jays 2-0 over the Twins. Bottom of the 1st, Cardinals with a 3-0 lead over the Dodgers. Everybody else is later on. Braves, Rockies, Mets, Angels, Guardians, Athletics, White Sox, Padres, Royals, Mariners are later. Earlier today, Cubs beat the D-backs 6-5. That's around Major League Baseball. All right, here we go, O's. Let's see what we can do. Wow, we're in the top of the 6th inning already. And here is Blaze Alexander's first pitch. There's a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. On a changeup, too. Blaze is 1 for 1 with a single. Oh, 1 pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop. Backhands it. Long throw to first. Blaze has got good speed, but they throw him out. Slicer, I don't know. See, Enrique Bradfield, here's the thing. He's got to show some sort of hitting ability in the minor leagues. I'm not sure what he's doing right now at AAA. And actually, I think he might even be hurt. He might be on the minor league injured list. All right, here's Gunnar. First pitch to him. Outside ball. No, it called it a strike. 0-1. Gunner's 0 for 2. He's batting .211 this season. Oh, 1 pitch. Ball low. 1-1. Well, I agree with that, Slicer. He'll be much better defensively. He's a plus in the running and plus in the defense. 1-1 coming, swinging a foul back, 1-2. I agree with you there. But if he's not hitting, I don't know how much he's going to be in the lineup. Baseball is about hitting in today's game. There are very few guys that are on major league teams that are on those teams strictly for their defense. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3, he's out. Gunnar is just terrible right now. With 2 quick outs for the O's. All these guys, all these young guys on the Orioles, all of them, for the most part, they just look lost at the plate. I mean, that ball's right down the middle. I don't understand why are you taking that pitch? Taylor Ward, first pitch is a fastball in and up. Ball 1, 1-0. I don't know what the difference is. He's just not, his pitch recognition is not good. Look, they've always known that Cowser's not, he hits the fastball really well. They all knew that. Well, the pitchers around Major League Baseball they've adjusted. And they don't throw him fastballs anymore unless they have to. And he hasn't adjusted back. And that's why he's struggling. 1-1 pitch, here it comes. Here's a swing and a foul, 1-2. We're going to be doing one of the Marlins games next week, so be sure to look for that thumbnail. We are doing the Marlins game, one of the Marlins games next week. So you guys can look for that. All right, Taylor Ward's got a 1-2 count. Here it comes. Way inside and high. Ball 2. 2-2 on a fastball inside. Thank you to those folks that subscribed today. It looks like we picked up 3 people. That's great. Thank you. All right, 2-2 count on Taylor Ward. Let's see if the Orioles can get any kind of offense going here. Here it comes. Strike 3 called. Oh, wow. It was called a ball, but the catcher's going to challenge it, and he's going to win the challenge. It's going to be strike 3, and the Orioles are going to be out of the inning. Catcher's challenging. It's a strike. Yep, that's it. Strike 3. Catcher wins the challenge. And Taylor Ward is out on strikes. So no runs, no hits, no errors for the Orioles. Bottom of the 6th inning coming up. Wow. So you get Blaze Alexander hits a ground ball out. Gunnar strikes out looking. Taylor Ward strikes out looking. Orioles have 9 Ks in this game through 5 innings. Well, through 6 innings. 9 Ks in 6 innings. They are not putting the bat on ball. They have 2 hits in this game. Alonso got a hit and Blaze Alexander got a hit. That's it. Just not good baseball at all. Bottom of the 6th coming up. To their credit, the Orioles gave up 5 runs in the first 2 innings. Since then, they haven't given up anything. The offense has just not been able to help. The the pitching, for it to its credit, has at least kept it at 5, and the offense just has not done anything. And it's the difference in this game right now. Don't get me wrong. 5 runs is 5 runs. But in today's game, you've got to put up more than 1 run and 2 hits. This is an offensive game. Teams hit. And you got to hit in today's game. And the Orioles just aren't hitting. They'll have a game here or a game there where they'll break out and have a 9 or 10 run game. And then they'll have 6 or 7 games in a row where they're lucky if they score 5 runs, 4 runs. And tonight's one of those games. Well, even yesterday. All right, Suarez is back out there. Here's Caballero. First pitch to him is high. Ball 1 on the fastball. Oh, 1-0. So we got 21 likes tonight, guys. I appreciate that very much. We may not make the 40 tonight. That's okay. Just glad you're here. Here it comes, 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike, 1-1. On a fastball, up and in. Caballero's 1 for 2 in the game. Orioles infield's playing straight up. 1-1 pitch, here it comes, high, ball 2, 2-1. Looks like right now Suarez is getting his body out in front of his arm, and that's why everything's up. He's not following through on his pitches. So he's behind in the count here, 2-1 on Caballero. He's really got to make a good pitch. Here it comes. Here's a swing and a foul. So 2-2. Throw him a cutter. He was able to get a piece of it. 2-2. Two pitch. Here comes foul ball. Desir's going to give it a look, but it's going to get out of play. So 2-2. We're going to do it again. All right, Suarez is at the belt. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball. He got him. 95 mile an hour. He's up and over the plate. It was a challenge, and he beat him. 1 down here in the 6th inning. Just couldn't catch up to it. He was behind it. Austin Wells at the plate. He's 0 for 2. First pitch to him. Outside on his changeup. 1-0. Suarez is ready. He's at the belt. 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. There's another changeup. That's a strike on the outside corner. 1-1. Not used to seeing that. The Yankees got a lot of empty seats in that ballpark tonight. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball just off the corner. 2-1. Suarez is set. 2-1 pitch. Here it comes. Fastball. Pop up. Third base side. Mayo's going to give it a look. I think he's going to run out of room. No, he gets there! Nice play by Kobe Mayo. It just stays in play. And right by the netting, he makes the catch for the second out. I thought it was going to get out of play, but it didn't. It stayed in play, and Mayo made the catch. So 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Nice play by Mayo. Wish he would hit. And here's Trent Grisham. He's 1 for 2. He's ready. First pitch to him. There's a swing and a... No, it was a bunt. He squared the bunt. He fouled a fastball off. 0-1. He's trying to bunt his way on. Looks like third baseman was back. Yeah, Gene, that was a nice play by Kobe there. So Trent Grisham's got an 0-1 count. Let's see what happens here. Here's the pitch. High on a fastball. Ball 1. 1-1. Here it comes. 1-1 pitch. Swinging a foul back. 1-2 on a fastball. 94 miles an hour for Suarez right now. It looks like the Orioles play tomorrow at 1:35, I think, against the Yankees. It's a 1:35 start tomorrow afternoon. So afternoon baseball tomorrow and Sunday. Thank you, Dan. If you're heading out, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you being here. Go O's. Amen. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. High. Ball 2. 2-2. That was another fastball. So right now, Suarez has been pretty much fastball changeup. Fastball changeup. He's got a 2-2 count on Trent Grisham. Here it comes. There's a fastball high. Ball 3. 3-2. You don't want to walk the number 9 hitter with 2 outs. Got to get this guy right here. Got to get him. 3-2. Here it comes. Fastball. Pop up. Shortstop Gunner's calling for it. No, it's the second baseman calling for it. No, it was Gunner. Okay. Yep, Gunner calls it. He gets it. That's the inning. 6 innings are in the book, gangs. We're heading to the 7th. But the Yankees are holding on to the 5-1 lead. Like I said, give the Orioles pitching staff credit. It was 5-1 after 2. They've kept it at 5-1. They have kept the Yankees off the board since then. What's up, Richard, the legend, Arjan? Richard, give me a like as you're coming in, my man, please. Trying to get those likes up to 40. I don't think we're going to make it tonight, but we'll see. Anyway, kudos to the pitching staff to keeping this game right at 5-1. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. It could be, this game could get way out of hand. It could have been 6, 7, 9-0, or 9-1. Instead, the Orioles have kept it at 5-1. The offense has just done nothing. 1 run on 2 hits. They've struck out 9 times in 6 innings. Richard saying hi to everybody. Richard, how's Don and Sam doing? Hope everybody's doing well over there. Trying to fight through this cough. I've been to New York several times. I've never been to the Bronx, never been to a ball game, but I've been to New York several times. Really enjoy New York. To visit. I would never want to live in New York. But to visit New York, very nice, especially at Christmas time. Great place to visit. Okay, the umpire is out behind home plate. Waiting on something. I don't know what they're waiting on. All right, here we go. Rutschman, Alonso, and Basayo. We'll see if the Orioles can get something going here in the top of the 7th inning. First pitch to Rutsch. Outside, off the plate on a fastball. 1-0. Rutschman on the season, 344 average, 4 home runs, 17 RBIs. He's had a really good start. 1-0 pitch. Pop up. He missed that one. Third base side. Third baseman's giving it a look. He's going to get there. He's got it. 1 down. The swings tonight by the Orioles have not been good swings at all. They've had two good swings, and both swings were for hits. All right, here's Alonso. First pitch to him is a 4-seam fastball, low and outside, ball 1. Hey, we got another like. Thanks, gang. 1-0 count on Pete Alonso. He's 1 for 2 in the game. 1-0 pitch coming. Here it is. Low on a sinker, ball 2. 2-0. So a 2-0 count on Pete Alonso. Here it comes. Here's a curveball for a strike. A sweeper for a strike. 2-1. So a 2-1 count on Pete Alonso. 5-1 Yankees. We're in the top of the 7th. There's another sweeper for a swing and a miss. Strike 2. The Orioles are just not able to handle that sweeper tonight at all. There's another sweeper or curveball in the dirt. That's a ball. 3-2 count on Pete Alonso here in the top of the 7th inning with 1 down and nobody on base. Thank you, Sony. Appreciate that. Yeah, we have our Disney Channel. We'll be live from Magic Kingdom on Sunday for the reopening of Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Me and about 5,000 other streamers will be there. 3-2 pitch, fastball outside, ball 4. The Orioles get a 1-out walk to get a man on here. You know what they need right now? They need a bloop and a blast. That's what they need. They need a bloop and a blast right here. Get a hit by Basayo. Maybe Beavers puts one in the seats. And it's 5-4, just like that. Let's see what Basayo can do. Man on first. 1 down, top of the 7th inning. Pitch. Fastball high and inside. Ball 1. 1-0. So the Yankees are getting somebody up in the bullpen. Cruz is warming in the bullpen for the Yankees. And he's warming at a pretty good pace. 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball low. Oh, it's called a strike. But Basayo is going to challenge it. He's going to win this challenge. Basayo's smart to challenge that one. That's a ball. It was called a strike. It's going to be a ball. Yes. And it is. Challenge. The Orioles win the challenge. It is a ball. And it's a 2-0 count instead of a 1-1 count. It got the plate, but it was low. So 2-0 instead of 1-1. 2-0 pitch. There's a sweeper for a strike. The Orioles have not handled that sweeper tonight at all. At all. That sweeper right there was a very hittable pitch, and Basayo was taken the entire way. 2-1 pitch. Here it comes. No. Pitcher steps off. Two-one pitch. Here it comes. There's a changeup in the dirt. Ball 3. Here we go. Basayo, you really need a good at-bat right here now. If you can get another guy on, I think this will probably be the last hitter for Warren if he doesn't get Basayo. Let's see what he does, though. 3-1 pitch. Sweeper, swing and a miss, strike 2. Now, Basayo picked it up that time. He just missed it. So now we're back to a full count right here. Let's see who wins this battle. Is Warren going to make a good pitch, or is Basayo going to get a good at-bat? Here it comes. There's a line drive. That ball is down for a base hit. It's by Grisham. It gets by him. That's going to allow Pete Alonso to go to third. And Basayo is going to go to second. So it's going to be a single, and it's going to be an extra base error. That's definitely going to be an error on Trent Grisham. So the Orioles now got second and third, only one out. Grisham allowed it. It bounced in front of him, and it got by him. It's not going to be a double for Basayo. It's going to be a single and an error to allow the runners to move up. That's just bad defense by Trent Grisham right there. Yep, and they're going to come get him. So that's it for Warren. Good game for him. He pitched really well. Got to give the kid credit. He went 6 1/3, 3 runs. 6 1/3, 1 run, 3 hits, 1 walk, 9 Ks. Now, the 2 runners that are on are his responsibility, for sure. But hey, here we are, and the Orioles got second and third, only 1 out. They got a chance to get back in this game. Be right back. How do you say it went? All right, here we go. Orioles got something brewing, gang. Second and third, only 1 out. Second and third, only 1 out. You got Dylan Beavers coming in. Now, Beavers is 0 for 2. Now, if it's a lefty that's coming into the game, the Orioles could counter with Tyler O'Neill if they wanted to go that route. If they keep the righty in the game, I think Dylan Beavers probably still hits. I don't think they'll pinch hit Colton Cowser. I guess we'll find out soon enough. So it's Fernando Cruz. He is a righty. So I think Dylan Beavers is still going to hit. I don't think they're going to allow Cowser to hit for him. Fernando Cruz in the game. 3.27 ERA on the season. 14 games, 1.64 whip. So he's got a lot of base runners. Orioles got to score here, guys. Second and third, you got to score. Here's Beavers. First pitch to him. In the dirt. Ball 1. Good stop by the catcher. That ball was a splitter in the dirt. Short hopped it, and the catcher stops it. Otherwise, that gets by him. That's a run. So 1-0 count on Dylan Beavers. Beavers needs to put a good bat on ball right here. No strikeout. Anything's almost going to score a run. Any bat on ball is probably going to score a run here. 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball at the bottom of the zone for a called strike. 1-1. Again, if you're Dylan Beavers, your job is just to continue the carousel. That's it. You don't need the home run. Continue the carousel. Just have a good at-bat and put a good swing. 1-1. Here it comes. Change a splitter for a strike. 1-2. Oh, my gosh. So frustrating. He's going to strike out. I can feel it. I can feel it. He's going to strike out. 1-2 count on Dylan Beavers. I hope I'm wrong. Here it comes. Another splitter. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. The umpire at third base says he did not go. And it was a splitter. 2-2 count on Dylan Beavers. Sony, you're funny. 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. There's a ground ball back to the pitcher. He's going to come to the plate. No, he didn't go to the plate. He faked like he was going to go to the plate. He turned and went to first. So Pete Alonso does score. And that's what I'm talking about. It was a ground ball back to the pitcher. We didn't hit it very hard. But you know what? He did enough to get a run home. That's the difference. Put the bat on the ball and anything can happen. And it's smart. I think that's smart. The catcher told him, go to first, go to first. Oh, fly ball by Tavares to right field. That's going to be shallow enough, though. Aaron Judge has got it. First pitch swing, and Aaron Judge ends the inning. But the Orioles get a run. I'm going to head to the bottom of the seventh. 5-2. That was anticlimactic. But Dylan Beavers gets an RBI. He got the job done. He did get the RBI, and that they cut into the lead at least a little bit now. It's now 5-2. But it's 2 runs on 3 hits. They're not hitting the ball well at all. We are 12 subscribers away. 12 subscribers away from getting to 1,300 subscribers. Man, that would be great. I know it's not going to happen tonight, and that's fine. Excuse me. I was going to end the poll, but I can't end the poll. Interesting. Anyway, welcome in, everybody. Glad to have you all here. 14 people still watching. That's amazing. Thank you, gang. Definitely means a lot having everybody here. We're heading in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Orioles trying to hang on here. I mean, I don't think, they're going to have to hit at some point if they're going to have any chance of coming back in this game. And the pitching has done its job. It's kept them in the ball game. So the poll has ended. We got 24 votes. 46% of you picked Gunnar Henderson. Only 8% of you picked Ben Rice. 21% said Pete Alonso, too. I'd say right now Ben Rice is the player of the game because his 3-run homer has been the difference. All right, bottom of the 7th inning, 5-2 Yankees. We are ready to rock and roll here in the bottom of the 7th. 7th inning stretch time. At the end of this inning, we'll go around. Albert Suarez is still in the game. We'll go around again at the end of the inning and give another final around Major League Baseball score update. Let you guys see what's going on around Major League Baseball. Here comes Paul Goldschmidt. He's 0-for-2 with a walk and a run scored. So back at the top of the lineup for the Yankees. 1, 2, 3 hitters coming up. Suarez is ready. First pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball inside. Cutter inside. Ball 1. 1-0. Pitch from Albert Suarez. Here it comes. There's a changeup for a strike. 1-1. They called that a cutter, but that looked like a changeup to me. It really changed speeds. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball. That's a fly ball to right field. Hit fairly deep. Looks like it's going to be playable for Dylan Beavers. Yep, he's got it. 1 down. Bottom of the 7th inning. 1 down. Here comes Ben Rice. Rice is 1-for-3, but it's a big one. A 3-run homer. It's the difference in the game. First pitch to him. There's a fastball high and outside. Ball 1. 1-0. His 3-run homer is the difference in this game right now. One-zero pitch. Here it comes. There's another fastball and high again. Ball 2. 2-0. Oh, time called by the batter at the plate. So a 2-0 count on Ben Rice. Two-0 pitch. Here it comes. There's a ground ball to the second baseman. He's up with it. Throw to first in time, and that is the second out of the inning. Very nice job so far by Albert Suarez and the pitching staff, keeping this right where it is at 5 for the Yankees. And here comes Aaron Judge. Judge is 1-for-2 in the game. Suarez is set. First pitch to him. There's a strike on the outside corner on a fastball. 0-1. One pitch. Here it comes. There's a fly ball. Nope, foul. It's going to be foul off to the right. So quickly 0-2 on Aaron Judge. So what do you throw here? He's thrown 2 straight fastballs. He's behind them. So you're speeding up his bat. Are you going to go off speed here, see if you can get him out in front? Or are you going to try another fastball maybe off the plate and see if he'll chase? I think he's going to throw a cutter in the dirt, see if he can get him to chase. Let's see what he throws. 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Fastball high, way high. Ball 1. 1-2. I don't like to elevate the ball on Aaron Judge here. Too strong. Just way too strong, in my opinion, to elevate the ball here. 1-2. Here it comes. There's a swing and a foul back again. Another fastball. $23 likes today so far, gang. I appreciate that very much. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. There's the cutter, or there's the curveball. In the dirt, though. Not even competitive. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. There's the curveball for a low ball 3. Ugh. What do you do here if you're Albert Suarez? You're throwing 3 straight curveballs. All 3 of them have missed. You went from 0-2 to 3-2. Here it comes. Outside, ball 4. So again, we talked earlier about 2-out walks and how they're bad news. And you got Cody Bellinger coming to the plate, who's 2 for 3 in this game with an RBI, 2 doubles and an RBI. So he's already had a good night. First pitch. There's a changeup for a ball outside, 1-0. So what are you going to do here? You know, what do you do here if you're the Orioles? Ball 1. You just walked Aaron Judge and already got ball 1 on Cody Bellinger. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2 on another changeup. So they're staying away from Bellinger. They're not giving anything to pull, but he's not throwing strikes. Now he's got to throw a strike. 2-0, here it comes. There's the pitch, and it's called a strike. 2-1. Bellinger was taken all the way. He had his bat on his shoulder. When he went into his windup, his bat was on his shoulder. He wasn't swinging. 2-1, here it comes. Inside and high, ball 3. Oh, and the inconsistency sometimes of these pitchers. Suarez looks really good so far, and then all of a sudden it's like he's just lost it. He walks Judge, and he's about to walk Bellinger. Here's the pitch. High, ball 4. It's ball 4 anyway. Aaron Judge stole the base, but it's ball 4. It doesn't matter. Basayo threw through, but it was ball 4. All right, so let's see what happened. It's probably a strike. Yeah, so the Orioles now, it's a walk. So first and second, 2 down. Here's the pitch to Rosario. High, ball 1. So Albert Suarez, as quick as he had it, he has lost it. He had the first 2 outs. He was cruising right along, and he walks Aaron Judge. He walks Cody Bellinger. He's got ball 1 to Adam Rosario. 1-0 pitch. There's a pop-up, and it's going to be foul out of play, 1-1. He's got to make a good pitch here and get out of this inning. You just got to find it right here. This is big right here. Here it comes. Hey, Michaela, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Forche, right? Forche. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. There's a line drive. Up the middle, base hit. That's going to score Aaron Judge. And the Yankees get that run right back. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Nobody to blame but ourselves. Albert Suarez walks 2 batters with 2 outs and nobody on, and then he leaves one up, and Adam Rosario just serves it into center field for a base hit. And just like that, the Yankees get that run right back, and it's 6-2. It's the difference between good teams and bad teams. It's just that simple. It really is that simple. You know, that's why the Yankees have the best record in the American League. Because when they need, they're not trying to do too much. They're not. They're not trying to do too much. They will take what's given to them just to keep the carousel moving. And that's what they did right there. They're not overswinging. They're being patient at the plate. They're not, they're disciplined. And it's paying off for them. The Orioles are undisciplined. They swing at everything. They can't get runners over. They can't get runners in. They can't get a runner. They can't get the big hit when they need the big hit. It's like an epidemic on that team. And it's the difference. It's why the Orioles are going to be 2 games under 500 and the Yankees are going to be 10 games over 500. It's really that simple. Here's Chisholm. First pitch. Pop up. Out of play behind home plate. 0-1. It's really that simple. Now, part of it is, Goldschmidt, Judge, Bellinger, Chisholm. These are players that have been around baseball for a while. They are veterans. 0-1, here it comes. Outside, off the plate on a changeup, 1-1. But, even a guy like a Rosario, he took what was given to him, and he just served it in the center field for a base hit. Gets an RBI, gets a base hit, keeps the inning going. 1-1 pitch, here it comes. There's a ball inside, called a ball. Changeup, 2-1. It looked like a strike, but they called it a ball. It's just the difference between good baseball and bad baseball. And that's why the Yankees have a 6-2 lead. 2-1 pitch. Outside. Ball 3. Albert Suarez has absolutely lost it. He's just lost it. Walk. Base hit. He's about to walk the next guy. It's a 3-1 count. Pop up. Behind home plate, that's going to get out of play. That would have been ball 4. Chisholm swung at a bad pitch. Yep, it would have been ball 4. So the Orioles they catch a break there. So the count runs full, which means the runners at first and second are going to get a lead. They're going to get a head start here. All right, Suarez is at the belt. Here it comes. Ball 4, he walks him. So that's 3 walks and a hit in this inning, when he started the inning with 2 outs. So they're doing all this with 2 outs. Walk, base hit, walk. Bad baseball. All right, gang. See if the Orioles can minimize the damage here. Whew, this team is not good. Oh, excuse me. Tyler Wells in the game for the O's. He's coming into a bases-loaded situation. Unbelievable. He's coming into a bases-loaded situation. Has your cold gotten better? It has, Michaela. It's gotten better. The cough is still there. It's not as As bad as it was. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. It's definitely getting better. It's going to take a little time, obviously, for everything to run its course, the virus to get out of my system. But yeah, I feel better than I did. I'm still not 100%, but I'm better. So here's Jose Caballero. He is 1 for 3 in the game. He hit a home run back in the second inning. He's got a chance to blow this game wide open right here. Let's see what Tyler Wells can do. First pitch. Here it comes. There's a slider for a strike. 0-1. So he's getting ahead in the count. Let's see if the Orioles can keep it right here at 6-2. 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. There's a check swing foul for a quick 0-2 count. So if you're Tyler Wells, you got him right where you want him. You got him 0-2. You're ahead in the count. You don't have to throw a strike here. Just got to make a competitive pitch. Let's see if we can get him to swing. Maybe expand the zone and get us out of this inning. Here it comes. There's a pop-up. Nope, on a slider, and it's going to get out of play. But I like that by Caballero right there. He's swinging away, but it was a defensive swing. Just got the bat on the ball to keep the at-bat alive. Wasn't trying to do too much. Not trying to hit a grand slam. Just trying to get the bat on the ball, foul it off, keep the at-bat alive. And he does. He does. 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a foul back again. Again, they're defensive swings. There's nothing great about him, but he's getting the bat on the ball and he's keeping the at-bat alive. Look, he may ultimately strike out. We don't know. But what he is doing is he's making Tyler Wells work. Here comes an 0-2 pitch right here. Let's see what happens. Here it is. Fly ball, left field. Hit pretty well. Hit really well. Back is Taylor Ward. He's going to get there on the track to make the out. And that's the inning. But the Yankees get that run back. We're heading to the top of the 8th inning. 6-2 Yankees. But Caballero, good at bat there. He kept the at bat alive. Got bat on ball. Hits it to the warning track. All right, that's the end of the 7th. Let's go around Major League Baseball one more time. Get some score updates to see where we are around Major League Baseball. Bottom of the 8th inning. Texas has a 5-4 lead over the Tigers. End of the 8th inning. Brewers are leading 6-1. Bottom of the 8th inning. Red Sox still have a 3-1 lead over the Astros. Top of the 7th. Phillies 3-1 over the Marlins. Top of the 5th. Pirates 4-0 over the Reds. Top of the 5th, Blue Jays 4-2 over the Twins. Cardinals, bottom of the 4th, 4-1 over the Dodgers. Top of the 3rd, Rockies 6-0 over the Braves. That's a surprise. Mets, Angels, Guardians, Athletics, White Sox, Padres, Royals, Mariners, all later today. Or later on tonight. Earlier today, Cubs beat the Diamondbacks 6-5. And Tampa Bay beat the Giants 3-0. And that, folks, is where we are around Major League Baseball. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We got the 24 likes. Not a bad number. We've had a small crowd in here tonight. I think the most amount of people we saw in here tonight was 23. So to get the 23 likes, that's basically a like per person. I'm fine with that. I appreciate y'all being here. Orioles, 2 runs on 3 hits. Yankees, 6 runs on 8 hits. With 1 error. Top of the 8th inning. Here we go. New pitcher in the game for the Yankees. It looks like it's going to be Fernando Cruz. No. Fernando Cruz is out of the game. It's Camilo Doval is in the game for the Yankees now. Camilo Doval. Or is that Camilo Doval? Doval. Oh, Colton Cowser is going to pinch hit for Kobe Mayo here. So I guess one bad hitter deserves another. Let's see what Colton Cowser can do. It's a righty on lefty, which means probably Blaze Alexander will go to third, and they'll put Jeremiah Jackson in at second. Now here's Cowser. 186 on the season, no home runs, 3 RBIs. First pitch to him. Way outside on a cutter. 1-0. This guy's got a 6.97 ERA on the season. 1-0 pitch. Way outside. Oh, outside, but they called it a strike. Not way outside, but it's called a strike. 1-1. One. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. 1-2 on a sinker. So quickly 1-2 on Colton Cowser. Doval is ready. Here it comes. Ball low, 2-2. That was a sinker, low in the zone, 2-2. Two pitch. Strike 3 on the inside part of the plate, and he is out. Colton Cowser has. I don't know what else you do if you're the Orioles. I mean, here's a guy that's got almost 1,000 at bats now in the major leagues, and he's batting 183. He's not injured. I just don't see how you can how can you continue to allow him to be on this team when you're getting no production. Here's Blaze Alexander. First pitch to him is a sinker in the dirt. 1-0. I hope the Rangers win because my Indians are currently tied at first with the Tigers. And the Rangers are my boyfriend's team. Nice, Michaela. The Rangers were winning. 1-0 pitch. Swinging a foul. 1-1. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Orioles. I think at some point you just have to make the tough decision on Colton Cowser, who's got options. I think you just have to bite the bullet and say, look, you got to go down. 1-1. Here it comes. Swinging a foul. Just foul down the third baseline. 1-2. Excuse me. The Orioles have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys in the lineup tonight that are hitting below 230. I'm sorry, that are hitting below 225. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. They got him. Strike 3 on Blaze Alexander. The Orioles have 3 guys in the lineup tonight that have hit. Mayo, Cowser, and Alexander that are hitting under 200. They're really a bad team. They really are bad. How they're only 1 game or about to be 2 games under 500 is beyond me. Here's Gunner. First pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Oh, 1 count on Gunnar Henderson. Here it comes. There's a ground ball. Broken bat ground ball to the second baseman. He's got it. He's up with it. Throw to first, and that's the out. Another 1-2-3 inning for the Birds. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Woo! Not good baseball for the Birds. Hey, welcome in, everybody. Appreciate those who are still watching. Just waiting for the game to come back on, gang. Hang with us. I've actually not had a very good season calling Orioles games. I'm 3-5 this year. I got 3 wins. I've got 5 losses. It's going to be 3-6 after tonight. It's not been a good year for me. Seems like every time I call a game, they don't win. All right, bottom of the 8th inning. The Orioles need to leave it right where it is. It's not going to matter. This ball game's over. But, let's see what they can do. I wonder how much it is for how much is it for a drone? I wonder how much drones are. All right, here we go. Tyler Wells back out, and he's facing Austin Wells. First pitch, here it comes. Here's a curveball for a strike, 0-1. Yep, just like I thought. Alexander went to third, Jeremiah Jackson went to second. 0-1 pitch, here it comes. There's a changeup for a strike, 0-2. Swing and a miss for a strike. So quickly 0-2 on Austin Wells. He's a 192 hitter on the season. He's not having a very good start for the Yankees. 0-2 pitch, here it comes. Off the plate, changeup, ball 1, 1-2. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. Here it is. Here's called. No, just off the plate. Fastball, called a ball. 2-2. And to be honest, it probably was off the plate. To be honest, it probably was a ball. 2-2, here it comes. Swinging a foul. Oh, it got Basayo again. He's got a couple bruises on this game. 2-2 pitch coming up. Two balls, 2 strikes on Austin Wells. Tyler Wells at the dish or on the mound on the bump. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, ball 3, 3-2. So Wells went from 0-2 to 3-2. Three-two pitch. There's a fly ball to center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And that's the difference, folks. That at bat right there, in a nutshell, is why a team like the Yankees, I hate the Yankees, but I got to give credit where it's due. That's why they're in first, and the Orioles are 2 games under 500. Because here's a guy that kept the at bat alive. He was down 0-2. He didn't swing at bad pitches. And then he got a pitch to hit, and he did just enough to get a base hit. He didn't try to hit it out of the ballpark. He got a base hit. Here's a slider up and in on Trent Grisham. Called a ball, 1-0. And that's the difference. Not trying to do too much with it. Just get enough of it to get a base hit. And that's exactly what he did. 1-0 pitch coming to Trent Grisham. The Orioles need a ground ball right here. Here it is. There's a fly ball, right field. It's going to be playable. And Dylan Beavers is there, and that's the first out. 1 down. Back to the top of the lineup for the Yankees. Paul Goldschmidt's going to step to the plate. He's 0 for 3. He's got a walk and a run scored, though. Not very many people left watching. All right, here's Goldie. First pitch to him. Fly ball. Left field's hit pretty deep. Taylor Ward's going to have a beat on it, though. He's got it. That's the second out of the inning. So 2 quick outs for the Birds here in the bottom of the 8th inning. It's going to bring Ben Rice to the plate. Rice had just the 1 hit, but His hit was a biggie. It was a 3-run homer. All right, so here we go. Tyler Wells is ready. Ben Rice is at the dish. Here's the first pitch to him. Swinging a foul back, 0-1. Oh, 0-1 count right here on Ben Rice. Bottom of the 8th inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Here's a line drive up the middle. Base hit for Ben Rice. And that's runner is going to stop at second. So it's first and second. 2 outs, and that's going to bring Aaron Judge to the plate. Again, just take what's given to you. Just get a base hit and let the next man come to the plate to try to keep the carousel going. And that's exactly what the Yankees are doing. So here we go. Aaron Judge at the plate. He's got first and second, 2 down. What can he do with it? Here's the pitch. There's a ball low, 1-0. All right, Judge is ready. 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a foul back. 1-1. 1-1. He's got 2 walks in the game. He's got a single. He's got a run scored. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. Here's a curveball for a strike. 1-2. Just at the bottom of the zone. That's a good pitch by Tyler Wells right there. Excuse me. One-two pitch. Here it comes. Curveball just off the plate. Ball 2. 2-2. 2-2 count on Aaron Judge. Here it comes. There's a ground ball. Base hit up the middle. The runner's going to round third. He's going to score. And just like that, it's 7-2. And that, folks, I mean, what can you say? That's winning baseball. It's just that simple. These guys aren't trying to mash the ball out of the ballpark. They're taking what's given to them, and they're hitting line drive base hits, and they're scoring runs. All this again with 2 outs. It's just that simple. It's just good baseball. It's good at bats. It's what the Orioles don't do. That's why you're losing. Here's Cody Bellinger, first pitch, strike. It's really that simple. It really is that simple. And that's why they have this, that's why they have a 7-2 lead. They added on runs when they had to add on runs to put the game out of reach. At 5-2, you think the Orioles have a shot. Now they get a run in the 7th, they get a run in the 8th. 5-2 becomes 7-2. Ball game's over. 0-2 pitch coming right here. Cody Bellinger swinging a miss. They got him. Damage done though. Doesn't matter. Another run in. Top of the 9th coming up. The Yankees are going to get another win. And the O's are going to get another loss. But we're going to play it out. Thank you all for being here today. I know there's not a lot of you left in here. I appreciate those 24 likes. We didn't make our goal today of 40. That's okay. Not going to make it all the time, but I appreciate you guys coming in. Coming up on 3 hours. It's been a long 3 hours, I'll tell you that. When you have your team play this bad and basically be out of the game from the beginning, hey, we got another like. We got the 25. Thank you guys. Yeah, it's difficult sometimes calling a game like this. But hey, I enjoy the interaction here. I love seeing chat. If you're new here, I love seeing the chat. Love talking baseball. Hey, Chris, nah, don't worry about it, man. You got things to do. Welcome in, Chris. I don't know if that was you that gave me the like, buddy, but thank you. But I do. I enjoy the chat. Love talking baseball with folks. And we enjoy having you here. All I ask is, again, just keep it respectful. And if we do that, we're going to have a good time. All right, top of the ninth inning. O's got 2 runs on 3 hits tonight. That's it. Here's Taylor Ward. First pitch coming up. Here's ball. No, strike. Yeah, I was going to say, it looked like a strike to me. It was called a ball. Catcher's going to challenge. Why not? At this point, go ahead and challenge. You're up 7-2. It's a strike for sure. Yep. Strike. 0-1. So 0-1 count on Taylor Ward. Yeah, me too, Chris. 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. There's a sweeper for a strike. 0-2. Well, Michaela, it's not saying much, though. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called. 3 pitches to Taylor Ward. The sweeper tonight has been absolutely, unbelievably unhittable for the Orioles. They cannot pick it up. And Taylor Ward's out on 3 pitches. So 1 down. That's going to bring Rutschman to the plate. I'd like to see one Oriole player hit a sweeper tonight. They've looked at the sweeper or swung and missed all night. One 0 count to Adley Rutschman. There's another sweeper. That's a strike. 0-1. That's 14 in here now. Hit that like button, guys. Let's see if we can get to 30. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the curveball. 1-2. Pretty much, Chris. The sweeper is a pitch that is more horizontal than it is vertical, like a curve. So, yes. Lots of movement, not a lot of speed. 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Or 1-2 pitch. Sorry. Swinging a foul right at the plate. We're going to do it again. One-two pitch. Here it comes. There's a ground ball right back to the pitcher. He's going to take it, underhand it to first, and there's 2 quick outs here in the 9th inning. So the O's are down to their last out, folks. And it's going to be Pete Alonso. He had a home run his first time up, and that's been it. Here we go. Let's see. There's a strike at the bottom of the zone on the sinker, 0-1. Orioles have struck out 12 times in this game tonight. 12 times. Oh, 1 pitch is low on a curveball. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Curveball inside, ball 2, 2-1. So a 2-1 count on Pete Alonso. Let's see if he can keep this game going at least a little bit longer. Here's a sweeper for a strike, 2-2. No success against the sweeper tonight for the Orioles. No success. Alonso's going to call timeout to prolong the game, as the Yankee fans are all getting on their feet trying to get this last out and end this game. Here it comes. Swinging a foul back on the sweeper. Probably the best swing of the night by an Orioles hitter on a sweeper was that pitch right there. Alonso got good bat on it. He just hit it straight back. That's probably the best swing on the sweeper tonight. 2-2. Here it comes. Swinging a foul back again. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 9th inning. 7-2 Yankees. Here it comes. Inside, ball 3. What do you know about that? So he runs the count full. Are we going to get one more hitter here? Let's see. 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. Ball 4. He walks him. So Alonso gets the walk. Second walk of the game. He's 1 for 2 on the night. The Yankees challenged that. I don't know why they challenged that. That was way inside. They lose the challenge, obviously, and it's ball 4. All right, it's going to bring Sam Basayo to the plate. He's 1 for 3 in the game. Let's see if he can do anything with it. He's ready. First pitch to him. Here it comes. Outside, ball 1. And Alonso, catcher's indifference, steals second. 1-0, here it comes. That's off the plate, but it's called a strike. 1-1. And Alonso just takes third. Why not? It's catcher's indifference. They're not going to try anything, so they're not stolen bases. 1-1 pitch, here it comes. There's a fly ball. Right field hit pretty well, but Aaron Judge is going to get there. And that's the game. I thought he hit it better than that. I really did. When he hit it off the bat, it looked like he had hit it pretty well. But I guess he got it off the end of the bat. Easy play for Aaron Judge in right field, and that's the ball game, folks. So the O's, 2 runs. Well, Yankees, 7 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. Orioles, 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. Yanks get the win. Orioles get the loss. Thanks, everybody, for joining me tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Appreciate everybody being here. We didn't meet our goal tonight, but that's okay. I appreciate all of you coming out. We hope to see you with the next broadcast. Will be next week. Look for the thumbnail against the Marlins. Hope you all have a good night. Hope to see you this weekend at the parks at Magic Kingdom on our other channel. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll talk to you soon. Final score, Yankees 7, Orioles 2. Bye, gang.